Good morning, everybody. All right, how's everybody doing this morning? Let me make sure there's no echo. Hold on one second. I just need to wake up a little bit, drink my coffee, and I'll be okay. But yeah, we have Skechers, SKX pushing up in pre-market. TPNL had a big run yesterday. It's actually down some in pre-market right now, though. But yeah, Skechers is moving, SKX. Looks like it's probably good earnings. EGAN gapping up, although the volume is low. COTY gapping up a decent amount from 706 to 834. MAT gapping up from 1236 to 1442. DSKE gapping up some. WRTC looks okay. Doesn't look bad. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, let's see what the SPY is doing. I haven't really looked at the SPY yet, Matthew. Man, I hope I didn't break my phone just now. SPY is down from 270 to 268, so a big gap down here, really. I mean, almost exactly $1 gap down on the SPY, which is significant. I mean, that's more than it usually gaps. VIX. Yeah, it's definitely up. For sure. Yeah, I might look out it for a short, Matthew. We'll see, though. It all depends, man. We'll see what we get. I've been trading fades almost every single day now, so it just depends on what we get, really. I might look for the opening range breakout today. Maybe not, though. It depends. Like I said, it just depends on what we see. I know yesterday the SPY was pretty volatile during market hours yesterday. It would move down and then break the highs and then push up and then break the highs again and move down and really wash out. And so, I mean, the SPY was pretty volatile yesterday. We'll see what happens with it today. It is gapping down about $1. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I'll be back in like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, looking at it, at least COTY is tradable for me. I can actually trade COTY, so that's one of the ones I will be looking at for sure. What's up, 2A? Good morning, man. Yeah, I got a few things I'm looking at. COTY, SKX, MAT. MAT looks good. EA, gapping up EA. I wonder what Activision is. EQNR gapping up. MBOT gapping down. APOP gapping down. MNGA gapping down some. QNST gapping down some. So we'll see what those give us. What's up, 2A? Yeah, no stress, man. Really, I'm about to take a little break. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. You know me, man. What's up, guys? All right. Back in it. All right, so let me say good morning, Matthew. Talked to you a little bit this morning. Curious, Joe. What's up, guys? Two-way. What's up, man? Jeremy, good morning. Tech, good morning. Sultan, Super Johnny, good morning. Cast, good morning. Manny, what's up, man? Yeah, just wait for good trades. Just wait for good trades, you know. Don't force it. What's up, Jason? Good morning, man. Desert Edge, what's up? Mike, good morning. All right. So Mitch is going to be joining us today. Let me send him his invite. All right. So how's everybody doing? My son is home from school today. So maybe he'll pop in on the stream. There you go. All right, Mitch, if you're listening, I just sent you the link to join here, man. He has his Nintendo Switch right now, Manny. So he's like obsessed with his Nintendo Switch and never wants to stop playing it. He literally plays this thing all day, every day. Yesterday I actually took it away from him for like a few hours and made him sit there and like play hide and seek with me and like run around the house with me because I felt bad because he is just on that thing all the time. And so I actually made him stop yesterday and put it up. My wife and I give him set hours on the weekend to play it. Like, he can only play it for like 2 hours on the weekend. But what's up, Greg? Good morning, man. Welcome, bro. Welcome, brother. All right, so yeah, we should have Mitch here today. Wait, where is my coffee? My coffee is gone. I'll be back, guys. I gotta go find my coffee. Yeah, me and my bully stories. What's up, Netron? I mean, here's the thing though. Like, he was playing his Nintendo Switch yesterday, and I said, "Hey, buddy, do you want to play hide and seek with me?" Because I felt bad because he was just staring at that screen for like a few hours yesterday. And so I said, "Hey, buddy, do you want to play hide and seek with me?" And he said, "No, no," and he fought me with it. He was like, "I don't want to play hide and seek." He was like, "I want to play this. I don't want to play hide and seek." And so I took it away from him, and I had to kind of sit there and have that talk with him like, "Hey, man, if you don't give yourself boundaries with this Nintendo, eventually me and your mom are just going to take the Nintendo away for good because it's not healthy that you sit on this thing all day." And so eventually he agreed to play hide and seek with me. And then when he finally started to play hide and seek, he was actually like having a lot of fun. You know, he was super happy playing, and he didn't want to stop playing whenever I told him we were done. And so it's a good lesson that you can't stay stuck to the screen all day for sure. Right, Jason. They really are, man. They really are, dude. They're obsessed with it. He's on it right now. I can hear him in there playing it. When he loses, he gets really mad too. He like punches my couch when he gets mad, and we have to like put him in timeout every time he does that. But yeah, just to show you all some charts, you can see COTY right here. COTY is actually pushing up nicely, and it's tradable. And so I'm definitely going to be watching this one at the open, COTY, gapping up from 706 to 905. It looks pretty good here. So yeah, I'm watching COTY as well. Hey, bud. What you doing, man? Come here. Be careful. What are you doing, buddy? Huh?
Good.
You're doing good?
Yes.
Okay. You been playing your Nintendo?
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Yeah.
Not too much today. And he's gone. You guys could probably hear him. His latest obsession as a 5-year-old is Sonic. He loves Sonic the Hedgehog. And so he has this entire Sonic outfit that he puts on every single day. He has a Sonic shirt, Sonic pajama pants, Sonic everything. And he has some dinosaur slippers. And he wears this outfit every single day. He never wants to stop wearing it. My wife has to wash it every single day. And so whenever he's running around with this dinosaur slippers on, he kind of shuffles around. You can hear him kind of shuffling around. Yeah, maybe. Right, Greg. But I mean, there's a good question there, though, Greg, is that nowadays, you know, video games are being made for handheld devices. You know, kids are sitting more on handheld devices and doing everything that we used to do on computers. And so there's a question there about in 20 or 30 years, are there going to be many computers around? And if not, they're most likely going to be handheld devices that can do everything a computer can do. And so, you know, it kind of begs the question, will there be computers in 20 or 30 years, and will it solely be handheld devices, you know? Because I'll put it this way. I used to play PUBG on my Xbox. Now I play PUBG on my phone, and it's the same experience. And so I don't need my Xbox anymore. I can play it in bed, you know, and just be as content as possible. And so everything's kind of transitioning. Phones are getting more powerful. You know, smartphones are getting more powerful. And with that, less people are using computers, less people are using video game consoles, and more people are just sticking with their phone. What's up, Killer? What's up, man? Yeah, I mean, and that makes sense. Right, for sure. I mean, the last laptop I had, I mean, I have this. If you saw my laptop, you would know, like, it's an old laptop. My laptop's like 4 years old. It's an old Asus laptop. And this thing is so big and wide. It's huge. It must weigh, like, I don't know, 20 pounds. It's just huge. And it's got, like, a 22-inch screen. It's an old school Asus. But it works. It's still an i7, you know. It runs the stream when I'm gone. We got Mitch here. Yo. What's up, man?
Oh, all right.
What's up, brother?
What's going on, man?
All right, guys, we got Mitch here.
I'm back. Back and ready to start getting back to mastering that VWAP fade.
Yeah, man, there's been some in play. I'm watching COTY. COTY looks good.
You know, one of the main things that I'm going to be trying to do in the next kind of month or two is really kind of improving on deciding two strategies. I'm really going to start getting back to bull flags longs and not avoiding taking those plays. If I do see the strategy, I'm going to go ahead and attack that long. And if I do see the VWAP fade, then I'll attack the VWAP fade. What I don't want to do is what I feel like I got into a problem was um, by only doing a short strategy on days when, or kind of weeks when the market's just going up, you got to be careful because you can just continue to fight the market trying to trade short when the whole market is kind of driving back up. This is what I think we ran into in the month of February,
For
well, in
sure.
the month of January. And now we're kind of getting back to where stocks are retracing and we're getting that VWAP fade there. So one of the keys I think is going to be learning how to really master now playing both sides. I've done times where I was mainly a long trader. I feel like I've gotten way too far maybe on the short side. And now I'm trying to learn how to really master both sides.
Definitely. Yeah, if you look at the volatility index, they're up today, and so the market's a little volatile. Um, and so with that, it's just a question on if the opening range is small this morning on AMD. Am I going to take the opening range breakout? And I don't know. It just depends. The fade's been working so well. I don't feel like I need to. I feel like I should probably focus, but it just depends. I saw some VWAP bounces yesterday as well. Some VWAP bounces were in play.
Yeah, VWAP rejects are also in play right now too. Um, you see kind of even your trade yesterday it's that mixture between the reject and the fade.
Right. Yeah. GoPro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't quite it was kind of a mix. Like if you look at it, I mean,
You'll
it
see
worked fairly
also
well.
another stock that did a VWAP reject was MU. MU, the bigger stock. MU's cracking right now, actually cracking
Yeah,
the
it's getting
lows right
hit.
now.
Same thing with AMD, I'm sure. Let me see. Yeah,
Yep. If
AMD's
we
down
can,
too.
we might be making a move down to this 36.66 today.
Right.
Oh, look at that. Nice hit right there through the 38. Some sizing going through there.
MNGA, if you like these two, is getting hit as well. But yeah, I like COTY today. Two of the main ones I'm watching, COTY. A lot of volume, gapping up nicely in pre-market. I'll have to look the news up for this one in a minute. There's also Skechers, SKX, gapping up nicely. EGAN, gapping up on low volume. MAT looks good. Probably good earnings. I'll have to look that one up in a minute as well. And so we got a few I'm watching. Looking for some gap fills with some of these earning plays, most likely.
So what's going on, everybody? How we doing? What's up, Mike? Mike. We got Jeremy, Jason. We got Two-Way in the house. Manny B. Killer. Oh, we got the fire dog in the house. Super Johnny coming through.
All right, so let's look up COTY.
One of the stocks that I'm also going to be looking at, guys, is look at the daily on PCG. I'm always about daily charts, and this daily chart definitely looks attractive. You see a stock holding, trying to break out above 1454 here. We're going to see if it's going to just reject this kind of retrace through the shadow and make a move right back down towards that $8. This is a stock that does still have that negative news attached to it. I think it made a move maybe too far down, and now it's been trying to kind of retrace and find a good level. But definitely a stock to watch. Daily chart looks good.
Yeah, calm down, killer. Hey, man. You can suggest things, but don't keep repeating it if we don't answer. All right. Yeah, so COTY, you can see it's the top chart.
He wants to see me. Tell him to go on the last week's stream,
Yeah.
last Friday.
Oh yeah, you were on last Friday's stream from
Yeah,
Starbucks.
exactly. He can go on that one and check it out.
Yeah, but COTY had earnings beat, and that sparked a 16% rally. So earnings beat expectations. COTY beat profit estimates, and its free cash flow was positive. Guidance was limited, and managed said it expected fiscal year 2018 adjusted EBIT to be moderately below fiscal 2018. So COTY up after earnings beat low expectations. So not bad for COTY. What's the other one? MAT, which is Mattel, gapping up from 1236. Why is Mattel shares up? All I see is negative news. The toy maker's fourth quarter numbers beat Wall Street forecasts. Okay, so good numbers for MAT. Let's see what else we get. SNNA. Yeah, SNNA starting to push a little bit here from 270 to 335. So big gap up here for SNNA, like 2A says.
Interesting stuff to watch there in Mattel.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll be right back, Mitch. Hold it down, bro.
All right.
His name's Mitch. Mitch Killer.
So someone wired me 400 for another intro account. I hear you, Ariz. I hear you. So what's going on, everybody? How we doing out there? I know we've kind of gotten this pullback move on certain stocks. I'm going to take a look at our weed stocks right here. See what we got here. See what Kron is doing on the daily here. And, you know, Kron really broke out there, guys. If you watch the weekly on Kron, it's just beautiful. You know, pullbacks, second drive, pullback, third drive went all the way up there to 25.10. You know, now you're starting to see that pullback. I think we're going to get to a point today where we either going to get back above 22s or we're going to start hanging around in this area and create that kind of flag pattern. MBEV, looking at MBEV, I can see two tops there. So I can kind of expect a third top before we crack down to $6. I'm going to be kind of really optimistic now that it's at the support hanging out there at 650s. We would need to see it crack down below 633 to attack MBEV. APHA, let's take a look at that one. One of the best stocks. APHA, let's see what we got here. All right, so APHA, we see a drive up there. Let's go back a little bit further than 1 year because that's really what you run into with APHA. You can't go back further than, what is it, November 2nd. So we need to use that support as where we're going to see the resistance. That would give resistance up there at 1125. We saw this down move. bounce off a low of 926. So that's where I think our support is at right now, at 926. So what I want to see from APHA is either a crackdown below 9 and getting towards that 875, or it could drive back up here and get back through the 10 and make a move towards that 1038 and 11 pricing. Arees, one of the key things is you can't really worry about specifically, blowing up accounts. Every trader that really tries to make this happen is going to blow an account or two, or even three. One of the key things that you need to learn is that every account needs to be something of a learning stage. You're not always going to learn the trading curve that quickly. There's some that grasp it faster than others, and there's some that need to go through the struggles of live trading to really get to that point where they can make consistent money. What I would recommend is, if you are having trouble out there with your accounts, start realizing that it's not always about the money. Sometimes it's better to learn the skill and get the skill down packed than versus chasing money and always finding yourself reaching in your account. We got another stock there, TPNL. Let's take a look at that. Hey, this looks interesting here. I don't know too much about it, so let me do a little research here. Let me pull it up on FinBiz here. All right, TPNL. It's a business service company. Insiders own 33% of the stock. Institutional ownage is only 2.2%. When I look at this, I see the average volume at 161,000 shares. And right now it traded relative volume 27. So definitely in its highest peak time and volume, as you see 3 million shares traded. Let's find out what's going on with this stock and why is it moving so fast.
All right, all right. What we see this morning?
We see TPNL here trading up 36% higher. It's a heavy focus on plasma donation services. So plasma donation, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but that's just like, I call it kind of legal prostitution here. This is people that are going to kind of services where they are giving up their plasma for money. And then those companies go and turn around and charge a hefty premium on that plasma and blood towards the hospitals. So what they're saying here is their guidance in growth is approximately 68% growth over the 2018 fiscal year. So now they've improved their guidance for the full year and fourth quarter. So that definitely is going to increase them. They're making more money, and that's really what's going on here. Should it be up here at $7? Something in me tells me that it's getting a little too far extended here, but it's something that can continue moving up. Let's see on the daily chart and weekly chart if we got anything in the past that at a time that it was back here. And I'm going back as far back as 2006, and I don't see anything down here. So this is a real recent breakout stock with no levels to go on. So the only level I see here that we could go off of is 536 resistance.
All right, killer. Too many emojis. Sorry, bro. Just too much, man. It's just too much. All right. You'll be back. If you're listening, man, you can come back in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you'll be able to chat again.
All right, guys.
But it's too early.
TPNL. Let's see if it's tradable for us. I don't think it is, but no, not tradable for us on TradeNet. But if I was watching that stock, I would like to see it kind of make a move towards the 669, kind of hold these levels and get back up. If I was trading this on the long side, I would want it to actually kind of retrace here at the open, hold 650s for a good where it's making that triple bottom, quadruple bottom, building that volume up for that red to green move. These are kind of stocks that you see it happen, but you also want to be paying attention to see what kind of volume is going to collect when it breaks that 669.
Yeah, MAT and COTY are both tradable for us.
Yeah. What about MBOT?
MBOT?
Yeah, man. This one made a run yesterday and keeps making these kind of runs. I feel like eventually it's one of those stocks that makes a big drive and pumps and dumps.
Yeah.
Today it's down on the day. I think it's definitely something out there that I would target heavily if I could trade it. I'm seeing right now, I'm not going to be able to trade it right now with TEF, but I could see a move down towards this 818. And, it's already big down on the day. If you pull up the hourly chart, you're going to see that this stock has been trying to push here, but not being able to get past and hold past $10. One of the key resistance in this stock is 1050, but the stock continued.
You break your phone?
There goes my phone.
Oh, dude, I predicted it, man. I called it out. I heard it, dude. I heard that. I heard that noise, man. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Man, that's rough.
Thank God for the screen protectors.
Right, I got one too, dude. So like mine's all cracked up right now, but like it still works. And I can just take it off.
It's kind of funny. The glass just fell off of it. It didn't even break.
Yeah, mine does that too. You got to stick it back on.
Yeah, I got to just stick it back on. Yeah, it's the battle with these. This is my second one of these.
Aries, I use a VWAP fade, VWAP bounce. Both of those have pretty good accuracy rates. They're pretty reliable. I mean, I've used the VWAP fade the last 2 days in a row, both days green.
Yeah, the last 3 days, the VWAP fade has been working well. So one of the keys with the VWAP fade is just understanding that you can only kind of attack the strategy when the risk to reward is correct.
Right.
If you focus on the risk to reward in the VWAP fade, then you should be able to tackle this stock and get a good profit.
Yeah, it's kind of like I told somebody asked me yesterday. I think it was Brady Robertson or something like that. Asked me yesterday about the second VWAP fade on GoPro, and this was my response. I said I really didn't like it, but whether I like it or not doesn't really matter because it had good risk reward, right? It had good risk reward, and so with that, is it going to be profitable more than half the time? I think it probably would be, is what I said, and then it actually worked yesterday. So. The risk reward's huge with GoPro, the second fade on GoPro. Really nice one. It was an all-day fade. It took all day to follow through, but it followed through without breaking risk. Hey, shout out to Mike with the $5 dono. Yeah,
appreciate it, brother.
What's up, North Chapter? What's up, man?
Don't worry, I got a couple cat hairs on it, but I'll get a new one.
But yeah, man, APHA pushing up some.
I saw Silver in the house a little earlier. Silver's an OG. Or Seven I saw. Yeah. 7 was in here a little earlier.
Yeah, he was in here early yesterday, too. He was in here.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's always good to see the OGs in here.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, wait, somebody asked how to put in VWAP?
Yeah, VWAP. So that's an easy one. John, you're the TOS champ.
Where did it? Somebody asked. How do you add the VWAP to charts? All right, Joe's here. I got you. On Thinkorswim. Okay, so I'm gonna pull it way over here. Sorry, guys. And then you go to studies here, add study, you go down to trend studies, and then you go up to T through Z, and you go to VWAP. Can y'all see that part? I don't think y'all probably can. Wait, yeah, y'all can. I'm looking at it. Okay, yeah. And then you just go up to VWAP. You click that. It'll put these 3 lines up here. You side click, go to Edit Study, VWAP, and you remove the upper band. You uncheck Show Plot on upper band and lower band. And then you click Apply. And then you get the VWAP.
Super Johnny's asking if we use any other indicator.
I mean, I don't.
Yeah, the only one I kind of use, and I use it more of a reference, not more of a trading indicator, is the 9 EMA on the 1 minute. I've just used this time in, time out. I think it gives me an ability to really follow the stock closely. A lot of times when I'm shorting, I want to go ahead and be above the 9 EMA and see it cross the 9 EMA. That shows more of a confirmation. But I don't technically use it as an indicator for my target or entry. I use it as a point of reference.
Right. See how far extended past it is.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah. That's what I kind of use it for. I want to make my trading simpler, but I also want to understand where kind of the averaging of the moving averages are heading to. One of the things that you can use is on the daily chart. There you can use more moving averages and kind of see where your stock is heading. And there I would recommend maybe 50, 100, or 200 moving average.
But yeah, I'll be watching MAT, COTY, cannabis stocks, AMD, Skechers, SKX today, APHA. But yeah, that's what I'm watching. The VWAP.
One of the things I'm seeing in some of the charts is that we did get a couple days, like 2 days of pullback, 2 or 3 days of pullback. So we got to be careful today if we're going to see some kind of retrace to the levels that you saw it break.
Yeah, I like IB. My goal is to have IB, to use IB eventually.
What does the VWAP show us? One of the best things is we actually have our educational kind of classes and webinars that we go through. We actually went on one last night on mastering the VWAP fade, where we went exactly on how you actually calculate the VWAP and what does it really does. At the end of the day, it's a volume weighted indicator. So it uses volume and price to go ahead and determine where the line's going to follow. Why is this important for day traders? And this is important for day traders because we're all about momentum. And true momentum only comes from volume. So that's why we go ahead and we use a VWAP that uses a weighted volume average and also calculates in price.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys, getting towards that 9:26 time here. This is when you want to start visualizing your trade, understanding your levels, knowing your kind of top stocks that you're going to watch already. One of the keys always is making trading simpler. Know the stocks that you want to trade, have a plan, and always a complete risk management approach.
All right, guys, we got 4 minutes. Let's do it.
Yep. Let's focus in and dial it up.
There we go.
Matt is, I believe, tradable.
MAT's tradable. Yeah, MAT, COTY are both tradable. I think so, right?
Yep.
All right. So we'll see what we get today. AMD down, microchip sector down. What is the SPY doing? I forgot what this. Oh yeah, the SPY's gapping down like a big amount. The SPY's gapping down like $1 or so, right?
No problem with that.
So a big gap down on the SPY. All right, guys, we have 3 minutes.
All right, guys, one of the stocks I'm going to be watching is AMRN. This one has a daily flag pattern. It's made 2 moves up, and I feel like it's holding support here. It has kind of 3 days where it's created kind of that curve effect and looking to hold. But if we do see a breakage today of 1564 or heavy size breaking through the 16s, that's when we'll go ahead and look at it. But I do feel that this could have a good bounce up there back onto the 17s.
Yeah, never heard of that, Greg. I'll have to look into it. Check it out. Yeah, IB has good commissions too. It's like they do it by a certain cent, and so if you're using small size, IB is good. You have to have a minimum deposit of like 10K. It used to be 10K if I remember correctly for IB. All right, we got 2 minutes, guys. So like I said, main watch is COTY, MAT, AMD. What else? Cannabis plays. So we got a few options to look at this morning. That is Thinkorswim, Anise. Thinkorswim. All right, guys, we got about a minute left. Let's do it.
One of the keys to a Rees, if you want to start getting better and not be such a gambler, one of the keys I would tell you is start learning that you need to judge yourself not based on the amount of money you make in the market, but your consistency to your strategy and how you execute that strategy. Start rating your green or red days based on execution and not based on realized or unrealized profits.
You mean trade ideas, Anise? You mean the middle one, the left one, or the right one? All right, guys, we got 30 seconds. Let's do it.
Why do I like AMRN? Simple reason, daily chart with big shadows underneath. And then it's been hit multiple times with bad ratings. And it's at a level where I feel it's truly extended. That's why I watch AMRN Kasura.
Here's the bell. Good luck, guys. All right, let's do it.
Nice down move on NIO after a fake up move to 8.
Yeah, big drop on it. Low volume though, but decent drop. All right, we got MAT moving a little bit. SPY pushing up, which is to be expected. I mean, the SPY's rebounding from that big down gap. NIO washing out pretty big there.
MU went straight to the VWAP and rejected there. I think it's still a little early because it's been so down on the day. You got to see if it's going to make a bounce up to this 38.25. It's getting pretty heavy there in the 69s, but big wick there. I feel like we're going to get maybe a push up here.
SPY rebounding, AMD rebounding, cannabis plays rebounding, CRON, CGC, APHA, ACB, all rebounding some. So cannabis stocks pushing up, COTY down, testing the $0.50. Big range, but gonna watch it regardless. So we got some upward movement right now. The SPY's been down, gap down a significant amount, so the SPY's rebounding some here. SPY up, COTY dropping. Probably going to test this 850 level. MAT
There's
pushing up.
MU right to that 38.25 that I talked about, guys. Surge right to it.
Yeah, AMD bouncing some here. The opening range thus far is about, let's see, 30 cents.
Nice potential maybe on MBEV here. Mattel going up there, man. Up there to 1550s. Really quick pullback, but it has some momentum there, guys.
Yeah, big spike.
Yeah, especially long traders, I'd keep an eye on Mattel.
Yeah, right now I don't see anything I really like. Maybe one of the cannabis plays, actually. They just washed out big here. So if Kron gets up to 21.65, I don't hate it with a risk of, let's see, from 65 down to 20 for a reward would be 45-cent reward from 65 up to 87, about a 20-cent risk. So about 2 to 1 on Kron. I don't hate that one. SPY pushing up though, strong. So yeah, we'll watch Kron, see if Kron can bounce back to the 63 level, and then look for a risk of 87 or so, about 20 cents. And so if my risk is 20 cents, I don't mind taking 300 shares or so for a $60 loss if it does risk me out. I don't hate that. We'll see what we get with it though.
All right, guys, I'm short here on NIO. NIO risk is going to be 796. Risking 5 cents there. Got a bad fill there. Got me down to 92s. But also watching PCG. Gotta watch this right now though. All right, there's past my. So a small loss there. Just gotta hold it tight there because it went down below VWAP, came right above it, double top there, and then I wanted to take it based on a really small, tight risk measure. Looks like we're getting a bounce here. MBEV there at the level also. ACB looking like a better one. Also APHA.
Yeah, I'm looking at APHA and ACB. Both of them are down significantly. If ACB bounces back to 73, it's a tight risk. At this point, I'm looking at Kron, though. Kron get up to 61. My risk is a little bit bigger with worse reward. So, like, my risk is from 61 up to 87. So that's a 26-cent risk. Reward is from 60 down to 20, so 40-cent reward, just about 41 cents. So not quite 2 to 1.
It's a big down move there in ACB and MBEV. Not MBEV, my bad. ACB.
All right, so Kron dropped before it really pulled back to the VWAP here, but the SPY is still pushing up here. AMD is as well. About a 30-cent range on AMD for the opening range breakout. The only problem is it filled the gap already, so like if it breaks over 75 maybe, but filled the gap already, not going to take that one, I don't think. SPY steady pushing though. SPY is up, pushing nicely here. I actually don't like Kron as much now. I like ACB a little bit better with the 780 risk for 8 cents. Reward level down to 62 or so, only 10 cents. So about 1 to 1 on ACB, not my favorite one. Maybe APHA is a little bit better here from 62 up to 75. So about a 13-cent risk, and then from 62 down to 42, 20-cent reward. Still not great.
Watching ACB here.
Too many emojis. Warren Buffett. Too many emojis, man. NBEV, washout long, pushed up nicely. SPY still heading up here. Alright, so Kron dropping significantly here. Never really got back up to the VWAP, but not terrible, really. Could have been a nice fade, I guess, but VWAP's actually dropping with it, so it probably looks better than it actually was, since the VWAP is now dropping down to it.
TiVo was a nice one.
Aries, what did Aries ask? Oh, so Aries, so you have to go to edit study on the VWAP and go to upper band, lower band, and uncheck show plot to just get the middle one. All right, so we got a reward target of 50 down to 2080, so that is 70-cent reward target. Let's see, and then from 50 up to 86, so a 26-cent risk. So still not terrible here. So if Kron can bounce back to the VWAP, I'll probably take it.
All right, guys, back in here on NIO here, guys. 93s off of 97 here.
About a 30-cent reward target on Kron for a 70-cent risk, or backwards. 30-cent risk versus a 70-cent reward on Kron. So if Kron can get up there, I'll probably take it if it gets up to the VWAP. It's going to have a lot of resistance above it. But with that, I have to kind of scale down to 200 shares.
ACB going up there also. Bouncing up. Looks like it might make a move to VWAP.
That is Tefts. That's the broker I use. I know Hero, but listen, man. The reason you were banned is because you were spamming the chat with emojis and chat, okay? So, like, you're not actually banned. You're just in timeout for 5 minutes. And so it'll automatically unblock you in 5 minutes. And so if you cool it with all the emojis and spam, then...
Oof. Then look at TiVo. That was a VWAP fade. Beauty. Missed that one. Didn't even see it.
The cannabis plays aren't looking terrible here. From 60 up to 75 on APHA, 15 cents. From 60 down to 40.
Looking good for me here.
Looks good, yeah, for sure. Dropped onto the VWAP. Yes, sure. When there's two of us, there's me and Mitch. All right, Kron crawling back here.
All right, guys, got my first move to 88s here.
Nice.
All right, guys, gonna take just 300 shares off here. Looking for the crack here. Took some at 87 there. Paid myself.
Looks good, man. Here, I'll pull you up unless Kron starts to get up there to the VWAP. Hold on.
There's ACB up there by VWAP.
Starting to watch Kron pretty closely here. Hold on. All right, I gotta watch Kron. It's too close. Ugh. May have missed it.
ACB, a nice little pullback immediately at that 770.
Yeah, I was looking at 2140s. I think it got up to 2132, so it never quite got up there, but close.
You can look for maybe if APHA wants to move up there, but I think it's going to consolidate down there at 955s.
ACB's up there as well. Let me see. It's just about where to set risk for ACB. Maybe at 75, 5 cents, and then a reward target down at 60 for 10 cents. I think I like 76 a little bit better. 77 maybe though. And so it's not the best risk reward. It's better than 1-to-1, but not by much. I'd rather Kron get back up there. Don't know if it's going to. Maybe a little too late. Kron was the one I wanted, man. I mean, it just never got up there, so it's not really me missing it. More so as it never getting up to the VWAP at 40. It got up to 30s, but not quite 40. Don't like it as much now. You can look at ACB. Let's see. 500 shares or so. Smaller range though for ACB.
All right, getting a down move here in NIO. Let's see if it gets heavy and gets knocked down here.
All right, I am in ACB with 500 shares. Goal is 760 for that first target. We'll see what we get. Maybe got in a little bit late. For sure, got in a little bit late, I think. Risk is 75. Risk is right here. Like I said, I wanted Kron. Maybe I rushed into it after Kron, but SPY pulling back some, maybe a little bit better.
There we go. NIO heading to the support there, guys.
All right, we're down to 68. Roughly break even on it now. SPY really washing out here. This should be good for us. SPY completely reversing. SPY cracking the lows here.
All right, guys. Nice
tanking here.
Guys, nice crack there, guys.
I'm watching that one.
All right, gonna cover 200 shares there. 200 shares are covered there, guys. Now I've got 300 shares left. Let's let this work. Looking to add on a bounce here.
Yeah, Hero, I'm in the middle of a trade, man, so I can't really talk to anybody right now. All right, so the SPY quickly washed down. It's rebounding a little bit here, which is worse for me, obviously.
Guys, next support right here at 80s, 81s. I'm gonna take 100 shares off here. willing to let the rest of the shares work there. 200 shares left. Next support is all the way down to 770s and then 60s.
SPY bouncing a little bit, making the cannabis plays bounce some too.
All right. Now what we need to do is we need to see that the support is going to hold.
Getting a little bit of a squeeze here, I think, for ACB.
There you go, to the 70s, 75s there.
Looks good, man. Looks good for you. For sure. Look at that washout on NIO.
All right, looks like we're going to get a bounce here. Wasn't able to take some profit there at 75. Going to let this work here. See if it can come either back down or it's going to bounce to the support, which is 86.
All right, SPY pulling back some, making some of the cannabis plays do the same. Let's hope we get a rejection on the SPY at the VWAP. Get a VWAP rejection there. It should be better for us.
There you go. It just got hit. NIO got hit with some volume there, guys, on the bid. Let's see what happens here. It swing around and then threw a whole bunch of volume on the ask. So
yeah, we're getting some volume up there with the SPY pushing up.
all right, going to look for the support to hold here at 86 here as we look to tackle this down.
Gonna look for the VWAP to hold and ACB to drop. Still early. I mean,
yeah, ACB looks nice, brother. You got 3 tops there at 72.
yep.
Where's your entry? 69?
Something like that. No, worse than that. It filled me at 67.
Yeah, that's the problem of doing the market fill if you're late to the move.
Yeah. Worse fill.
Yeah, so you get a worse fill. One of the keys is, is just having the stock and putting the limit order out as it approaches so that you can get filled up on the VWAP.
For sure.
MBEV, not looking too bad.
Yeah, what we want to see here is we want to see the SPY.
There you go. That looks good
out.
for you. Small volume. Now you want to see big volume. I would even tighten up on this. I would say anything above, I think anything above 71s now for you. You could get out, but that's up to you on how tight you want to hold that.
I like 73s a little bit better now. For it. But it doesn't look bad. I mean, it's just about how long it's going to consolidate here, if it can actually break on the downside now. Depends on what the SPY does, I think, really.
Like 30,000 shares going through on my side at 780 on NIO.
Looks good. Yeah, that was a beautiful follow-through for yours.
Yeah. I mean, I lost a little bit on the first one. I was a little tight. So.
All right, we got another squeeze up here on ACB. Like I said, my risk level is about 75 or so. I think that's a reasonable risk. Hopefully we can see a washout here and a hold, but if not, very easy risk to follow. The good news is that I took the leap to bigger sizing. I think it was time to take the leap to bigger sizing, so that's the good news.
Look at Tiva. That was probably one of the most beautiful VWAPs I've seen in a while.
All right, we got a washout on APHA as well, and some
For
cannabis.
you traders that are not trading right now and kind of just learning strategy, take a look at Tiva, and that is what we call an A plus VWAP fade.
Tiva.
Yeah, man, beautiful. If I could get in it, I would. I'd pay double the commissions.
Yeah, it had two today, really. I mean, if you look at it,
Yeah,
it had two.
beautiful,
Two
beautiful.
follow throughs. All right, so let's see the breakdown here on ACB. It's trying again.
All right, guys, we're down on 780s, pressuring down. I'm seeing heavy volume trying to break through the 780s.
And you can see the reason why I'm looking at the SPY here is because you can see the SPY is doing very similar move right here. And so as the SPY drops, the cannabis plays are going to get dragged down a little bit. As you can see, SPY drops, cannabis plays drop. And so that's ultimately what we're looking for, is the SPY to continue dropping, break these lows, get really weak, and then drag the cannabis stocks down. At least that's what I'm looking at right now. Roughly break even on the trade. I want to see this big level crack here at 66. Mitch is up. Mitch is in NIO. We're both currently in trades, but Mitch is up right now, I think.
Yeah, not too much because I lost on the first one. I think I'm up right now $29, but that's because I lost on the first one about $40 on that first trade.
Green is
But
good.
hey, APHA, not a bad setup either.
I know, man. I was looking at both of them. APHA wasn't the best risk reward.
Yeah.
Like, I tend to like ACB a little bit better from 70 to 75, and then reward target from 70 down to 60 for 2 to 1. But Kron, I was looking at Kron as well. All right, but the SPY is dropping, which should cause the cannabis stocks to drop, theoretically at least. They don't always follow the SPY perfectly.
As we
All right.
see, this is the VWAP fade showing face again.
Yeah, ACB spiking up, though. Not good for me.
All right, guys. One of the key ones I'm watching also for you long traders is PCG. PCG holding well there at 1410. Has a flag pattern. You can draw a trend line. It has 3 touches there. Clearly drawn support there at 1404. I will look to see if that breaks out right here or makes a move down and cracks down through the 14s.
All right, so this is where I got to be careful with ACB, right? You get this squeeze up here. A lot of short traders are going to be covering on this move, and so if it really breaks this area here at 73, I need to exit the trade. I can let it test, but if it really breaks it, I got to exit because this is getting squeezed up here. Short traders are jumping out, long traders are jumping in on the spike, and so again, I just got to be careful here. Watching the rest of the cannabis plays to see what they do, but would like it a lot more if it was underneath VWAP. As well as I wish the SPY would continue dropping, would probably drag it down some as well. All right, back down to 70. Nice little confirmation though here. If it gets dragged back under, I like this area.
There we go. We're getting hit a little bit here on NIO. Let's see if we can put some pressure on it and get this down here.
Getting back up to 72. This is where I got to be careful. All right, SPY breaking the previous low. That should drag these down, hopefully. SPY really breaking down here, testing the lows. week. All right, SPY just broke the lows, pulling down here. Like I said, theoretically it should be good for the strategy, but, you know, cannabis plays don't follow it perfectly.
All right, guys, we're down here to the 78s here. 77s.
We're back down to 70s on ACB. Like I said, SPY breaking lows should help. Back under VWAP. Let's see if we get a pull back down. SPY bouncing. Let's see if that 68.80 level on the SPY holds.
All right, guys, getting some downward pressure here on NIO. Trying to crack down through these 76s here.
All right, we're up to 73. This is really where I got to be careful with ACB. I'm going to stick to my 75 risk, but this is where I got to be especially
All right, guys,
careful.
pressure coming on 75s here, guys. I'm going to take some shares here off the support, 75. I took it at 76. And now I'm going to let this last little shares, 100 shares work here, guys. I already have nice $39 now, just hanging around. Let's see what we get here.
All right, quick drop back down. That's good. But yeah, a lot of these are following the SPY.
All right, lots of volume building up here at 74s, guys. Let's see if we get a big crackdown here, guys, through the support. Daily support is 761. 761, guys. That's going to be a major point. Also is going to be 768. I think we're getting to that bottom point of the daily support, seeing that volume match.
SPY pulling down.
Tons and tons of volume getting through there, guys. Got to be careful for a bounce here. Yeah, strong bounce there, guys. At the bottom, 75s.
Yeah, bouncing in that previous low for NIO. It's just about whether the SPY stays weak with some of these. I like 75, 76 because that's the previous day's closing price on ACB as well, so it should have double the resistance there. What's up, Golden Bull? What's up, man?
There's Kron moving on up there.
That's bad for me.
It's just at the VWAP. Could reject here.
All right, we might get up to 74 here. Oh, back down to 72. Good. Hero, you're probably unblocked already, man. It was just a 5-minute timeout. So yeah, you're probably unblocked already, bro. I don't know if I should tell you that. All right, we're up to 74 on ACB 75. Getting the squeeze up I didn't want. Let's see if that 75 level holds. If not, I'll jump out.
Yeah, my NIO trade is hanging down to 75s.
It's the previous day's closing price, so we'll see what we get, but I got to be careful here for sure. That's my risk. Almost looks like a triangle though forming, so an ascending triangle, so may not be good for me.
Getting downwards push here in NIO, guys. Let's see if we break through the 75s here.
All right, I got out. It broke my risk for ACB. So $50 loss, small loss relative on what I was trying to take on the trade. And so, no stress. Kron bouncing back up. You're still in NIO? Here, I can pull you up.
Yep, I'm still in NIO.
I'm just sticking to my risk, Scott. I mean, you might be right there, but I don't want to get into the habit of doing it. I mean, I like it. I understand what you're saying for sure. Previous day's closing price right here, but it broke my risk. I kind of have to stay firm with it, I think. Yeah, it's back up to 76. So yeah, it just broke the previous day's closing price. Here, I'll pull Mitch up.
Yeah, it was time to get out.
For sure.
I was even watching it because I had some money in the bank. Might have joined you, but when it started cracking 73s, I already knew that's the time. PCG with a nice little breakout there, guys. I called the flag there. It held well, and it broke out there. There goes PCG. All right, guys, there's 75s getting smacked there, guys. We're going to put some pressure. I'm going to add to put some pressure on it. I put at 81, 800 shares. All it does is make it look like there's a whole bunch of people that are trying to knock this down here. 74s right there showing up. See if we can get through these 74s.
NIL looks good for you, man. Where was your entry?
93.
Good entry.
We're going to leave that order out as long as it's still red.
Cannabis plays bouncing some. So yeah, it was time to get out for sure.
There's some pressure there. Let's see if we can get through these 74s. We don't want to see it bounce up. This is why you see so much on the ass on NIO. You see 151 order, 160 order on the ask. That's people doing the same thing that I'm doing here. They throw up big sizing with their account on kind of a further up limit order where they're not intending to get filled. All they're trying to do is intend to push the stock in one direction. All right, seeing the bottom kind of curling here. Watching that level 2, seeing what's getting filled.
Yeah, there goes ACB. Glad I got out when I did.
There you go. Got to cancel that order. Remember what I said. Stick to the rule that if you do this kind of fake order or somewhat fake order above, what you want to do is immediately if the price does approach you, you want to cancel it because you're not trying to get filled with those shares. You're just trying to put pressure on the stock.
Yeah, for 10% off TradeNet packages, if you're interested in using the broker that Mitch and I are using right now, you can check out TradeNet. I just posted that link If you want to use the broker that we use, we make a commission from it, but you get 10% off, which is actually cheaper than they have it on their website. And so, like I said, if you're interested in using the broker that Mitch and I use, I just posted the link in the chat.
All right, A and B back there, VWAP. Tiva went back to VWAP. It did the third try.
NIO back at VWAP.
Yep.
Yeah, look at the cannabis plays. This is why I got out when I did, at the most obvious reversal level. And it makes sense why.
Great time to learn here, guys. If you look at NIO, you're going to see this big order here, 1,400 showing up on the ask. We're going to watch that. We're going to see it fill on the ask. And if it does fill, it could have a very quick potential to get through 85s. But what we want to see is it kind of fill and just knock down. That'll show accumulation of volume here at the 80s with downward pressure. Now, if it does get filled and pushes through it, immediately getting past that 84, then that's when you're going to know that it's getting the reverse momentum. You're getting a bullish engulfing candle here on these last two, and it could be right back in reverse. You see how that volume just instantly went through there? Kind of smacked through there, guys. I want to see if this stock's going to hold here, these 83s. Be careful here, guys. I want this stock to go back above 86s. I'm still break even way up here, guys, way up here. But I don't want this stock to, I want it to find some resistance and reject.
Yeah, I think a good risk for you now would be like 86, 87.
Exactly.
If it's laggy for you, Scott, just refresh it. It should help. Either that or go to the quality and set it to 1080p. What was your sizing with this one?
When I first entered the trade, it was 800 shares. And 800 shares, just based on the range. The range is only about 8 cents. The risk kept being about 2 to 3 cents. And so I increased size to 800 shares on this trade, giving me an ability to really get the range, tackle the range.
For sure. SPY pulling back to the VWAP may get faded there.
PCG, man, beautiful bull flag we called out for you long traders. These are the kinds of trades that I want to take on the long side. Was just stuck in this trade here short, and that's why I didn't take it. But those are exactly the trades I want to be taking.
Hold it down, bro. I'll be back.
All right, guys. I'm gonna put some pressure here. Just put 100 shares up at 85. I don't mind even if I get filled here, because it'll bring my average price to about 87, and my risk will be still in the green. MBEV looking good there, guys. It just knocked down from that level. That one's still looking beautiful. AMRN also bouncing, guys. That was a nice play on the long side too. VWAP bounce, flag play, breakout there, guys. Nice move there. MU with the nice fade. All right, guys, you're getting hit here in the 80s. Big sizing jumping in there. We'll go ahead and see if this can knock down through the 75s here. All right, guys, it's getting pushed down here on the bid here, guys. 77, some big share size going through there, 11,000 shares. Let's watch this get smacked down here. NBEV looking good also, guys. Accumulating there at that 630. If it cracks down this, it can get a nice push down here, guys.
There you go. Looks like it dropped for you. Looks like it dropped some for you.
Yeah, man, just hanging out. Only 100 shares left, so just gotta let the rest of it work. MBEV was an interesting one today. It did kind of like a flag, a down move, and then a flag, but had potential there.
Appreciate all the new subs, Kenneth. Poet Tracks. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Wheat stocks overall in general making a reversal there to the down, back to the VWAPs. See if we get VWAP bounces there, or if it's going to crack back down and hold.
Yeah, guys, Mitch is up right now, so Mitch is trading right now, so I'm just letting people watch Mitch's trade.
Here, if you want, I'll do the one that I can do a smaller one where you could still have some
Scanners.
let me see. Where's the TEF windows? There you go. There you go. Now you should have some space on the side. If you want to put the scanner up. There you go. Look at that volume. MBEV getting smacked there. 630s. That's what you look for. It's a nice pattern there. 24,000 shares went through there at 632.
Is that better, guys? I don't know how well that looks, but we try.
There you go. Should be better. Putting that pressure here, guys. I'm trying to help out the move flush down here, guys.
There we go. That should be a little bit better.
There's those 75s there. See if we can get this to crack here. If it cracks the 75s, we'll get a nice breakdown here. All right, let's see if this cracks here. All the other wheat stocks kind of reversing back down. Cron breaking back down. ACB breaking back down. APHA breaking back down. So we're going to see if we can break here to 75 here. If it bounces up anywhere near that 80, I got to take this fake order out here. All right, guys. Looks like we're going to get that break. I'm seeing volume heading in our direction here, guys. There's a breakdown, guys. Going through the 74s. All right, 73s here, guys. There we go, guys. That's what we want to see. Big amount of volume jumping in there, guys. Down to the 72s now. There's a move to the 71s. Yes, Lance, I'm short NIO at 793. All right, guys, here we go to the 71s here. Volume pushing down on here. There we go. Putting out my order at 66 to cover here. Hit 67. Out the order. Order is on the bid. See if we get filled here.
Oh, don't get greedy with it. Sorry, guys. I've been muted the whole time talking to myself. Yeah, I was just saying, don't get greedy with it, Mitch.
Yeah, it's at the point. I mean, I'm just happy that the order is out on the bid, but you can easily just do what I just did. Cancel, mark it out there, 67, take my profit. And that's how we do it, guys.
Nice trade, man.
Beautiful trade. Can you hold here some shares? Yeah, you could.
Depends on your sizing.
Depends on your sizing and how you're looking at it. I looked at the daily chart, and this is why. If you could pull up my chart or just pull up NIO, you see this 760 right below it here. It's going to be a major support here, and I feel like it could hold even a little bit higher at the 66. And that's what I would want to see crack down, and then it could go to 7. But this is the area that I definitely could find that support or common reversal. I'm going to go ahead and look at some of the other ones out there right now.
SPY really dropping right now. That should help some of these other ones drop. I'm probably going to close it down soon here, guys. I really don't feel that good. I just sneezed like 6 times in a row. Ari says, can you explain your trades you've made today? Strategies, entries, exits, risk. Do you ever hold your full share size until the end of the trade? It depends. It depends on a lot of different things. It depends on what your plan is ultimately. Mitch got in at 93 for this fade right here with the risk up here at like 97, so 5 cent risk. Took profits at 86 and then took the rest along the way down. VWAP fade.
The spies was down there.
Mine was ACB, and I really wasn't expecting a rebound like this, but got in here, right around here, for this VWAP fade. Risk up here at the previous day's closing price at 75, and I got stopped out on the push-up.
All right, guys, looking here at AMD. Want to see it make a push here. Little push up here.
Yeah, AMD's still in that first 5-minute range.
48s. We can go ahead and short. Let's see if we get a little bounce here. And the risk would be 54. 6-cent risk here. Putting the order out there, guys.
Yeah, Mitch used the VWAP fade, Aris, on NIO.
Yep. Now I'm seeing a bunch of VWAP rejects like APHA, Cron, ACB.
Yep. Don't even tell me about ACB, man. It's dead to me. There was nothing I could really do with it though.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those patterns where we've talked about this. The second or the third area is where you want to go ahead and if you get into that third area, you got to know your risk, keep it tight. I think this is a trade that one of the ones that I'm trying to learn from myself. I think you getting in there in your entry, I think you should have maybe tried to add to your sizing there at 72, 73 area. And, it could have put you at more risk, but you are able to average in and get your average to about 71 with a 2-cent stop. I think that's a very good way, especially when you're getting that consolidation, because this stock could have just completely rejected 72 there,
right,
and went right back down through to 61.
Yeah, for sure. It actually looked good right there. It's one of those ones where we talked about it yesterday in class, where when the VWAP fade fails, it usually squeezes up pretty quick, right? And so you can see when it broke over this high, it actually had this little bit of a triangle right here. So like you can see the top here, and then if you draw the trend line down, you can see
probably gonna get filled here.
You can see the little bit of a triangle that formed while we were waiting for it to fade, and then the breakout of that triangle. So when it fails, a lot of the time it squeezes up quick, which is what it did. So I'm actually happy with the exit. This one was almost unpredictable. I mean, it went all the way up, broke the highs, and then came back down to where I entered. So I'm happy with that exit for sure. I got out at like 75, 76.
All right, guys, probably going to get filled right here, guys. There you go. Got to watch now, guys. Risk is going to be 54. Don't want it past 54 here.
And like I said, if you're interested in using TradeNet, which is the broker that Mitch and I are using, you can get 10% off TradeNet packages. And so instead of $500 for the package, you get it for $450, and use the broker that we use. If you're interested in checking that out, you can go through the link I just posted in the chat.
All right, looking good there, guys. Looking like a great entry there, guys. First profit is going to be down to this support, through this support here. It's 22.36 area. A little bit higher right here. 38s. And looking for a move back down to this 30.
Here, I'm going to throw you up, Mitch.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm going to throw Mitch up, guys.
All right, guys, just got to hold to our limit and draw the trade out. Understand that what you're trying to see here is a rejection of this VWAP holding here. Got to be tight here. 52 is up. That's fine as long as it didn't get through our 54 here. So you just respect it. All right, there's 55s. Let's see if it holds and gets through this. If it gets through this, you go ahead and get out here. All right, we're going to get this next candle here. There's 56 holdings. I'm out. Got to respect it, guys. We always talk about kind of this high wick pressure. And, you got to know when the volume is kind of accumulating up there. Some traders are going to hold a little bit past their risk. And I like trying to be more mechanical with it. If I do see shares filling up there, it's time to get out, That means traders are taking that position up there. You don't want to get caught.
Right, for sure. You don't want to get that squeeze up.
Yep.
But yeah,
So,
guys.
Not that bad of a trading day. Just to show a little bit of the account. That way everyone knows. We got NIO up 48. AMD down there 24. Sounds like a fine trading day to me.
Green
I'll go
is
ahead
good.
and I'll take it.
Yeah, green is good, brother. All right, guys. Have a good day. We'll see you all. We'll see you all Monday. I'll try to put a few videos out this weekend. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some rest. I don't really feel too hot right now. So later, I'll see you all this weekend and on Monday. So hit that subscribe button. If you want to do me a favor and help support the channel, click the like button right now. Appreciate any support we can get. So if you could click the like button if you appreciate this free content, click it now. We appreciate it. But yeah, later, all have a good day.
Have a good one.